welcome once again to another episode of Ren's Wasteland Camp Reviews / Dumpster Fires at the Commonwealth. Today, we are in 76 on this wonderful day. I mean, it's just wonderful down here. Harper's Ferry is right over there. Let's see if we can find ourselves a few camps to check out. My camp will not place for some reason, which is a new one on me. But let's see if we can find a few to check out. Up here we've got Black Mamba MX's camp. We'll go there first. Why not? We'll look into someone named Black Mamba MX's camp. So, as of this video, I am including a Discord link if you'd like to join my Wasteland Games Discord. I'm going to set up my own building competitions and things like that for people to participate in. If you'd like to, by all means, give it a shot. More people, the merrier. This is Black Mamba's camp. Yep. MX, Aristocrats, Fat Man, some decent stuff in here. If you're looking for anything in particular, I'll just go through this and show you. I mean, he's got a cryo bed for 100 caps, for God's sakes. That right there should be, you know, a prime piece of equipment for most people. So he's got all of these things all lined up as best he can. The only one that I see that he's missing is the floater tube. Ooh. 2 doors going in. Not bad overall. Interesting location, built hovering kind of. I realize it's sort of a bridge, and sort of not, from one side of the thing to the other. Not bad. Hello. Turrets are out. I'm guessing you still get some scorch from over at the airport. And you've got the vault to nowhere, because, you know, that's the style.
I just can't shake these nightmares.
Decently built, decently defended. He should have used solid foundations, though. The concrete would have at least made it look like it was, you know, a whole structure versus a bunch of little broken structures. That's my one complaint that I'll say. Stylistically, it's not something I would build. I would try and build something that looked a little better than this if I was building something like this. But on a scale of 1 to 10 is how I judge every camp that I go to and how I rate them, so to speak. If you look over my shoulder down there, you'll see some very far in the distance, those little specks lying on the ground. Those are ghouls that are just waiting for us to come visit. This place, on my scale of 1 to 10, is better than a prefab, but aesthetically not very pleasing because of the holes underneath. Like I said, if that was a solid structure, I'd give it a higher rating. As it is, I'm going to give it a 7. Because it is built well. It's kind of like having a warehouse, though. It's not really, there's not much point to it. Okay, we're going to go over here to Henocerum's camp. Which all the camps we're going to check out today are all in a straight line, which is kind of funny. Alright. So this one is built over here by the airport. The only problem they're going to have is, again, they're going to have visitors coming from the airport in the form of Scorched. He's got a turret out here, and one here, and here, and here, and here, and here. But what he really needs to have them facing is back over here. On the back side of this house is where most of his turrets should be. He's got quite a few of them out already. The problem is he also put out like the rocket turret, which is not really what he needs here. To be honest, what he needs are more of the automatic attack turrets, like these guys, and he needs the higher grade, like the Mark V version of the turrets. Or even cryos, or laser turrets would work better, but I've built here before, so I actually know that. This is actually laid out like a store, which is kind of cool. He's in the process of decorating it. He's not going to have a lot of room in his budget to decorate it with all these turrets out there, though, which is part of the problem, and he's got way too many lights for the interior. Bathroom, he gets an extra point for that, because not many people do that. Although, if you're going to do it like this, I would suggest double walling it, unless you're going to just use like a straight wooden wall on the exterior over here. A little workshop, some computer components. I'm guessing this is where his apartment's going to be. You can tell it's a work in progress, and it's not quite done yet. He's got so many turrets out, though, he's going to have problems. And these things here, if he would... I'll add a tutorial about those on how to place posts to make it more aesthetically pleasing in your buildings. But at least he thought to do that, which is more than a lot of people do, to be honest. But, alright. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to go ahead and give this a rating based on what's here, not what should be here, and not what could be here. So, this camp... Let me double check the box over here. Hero Serms camp. See right here, this is actually the way you should price this crap, because, you know, nobody actually wants to pay for it. It's something that we get so much of, you might as well give it away. Although this stuff here, he's actually taking a loss when he actually sells it. It ought to at least be 5 caps. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give him a bright, shiny nickel, because that's about where he's at. He's headed in the right direction, but he could fall off the other way. He would have gotten just a 4 if he hadn't built a bathroom. To be honest, you get a point for building a bathroom in any structure you build. Why do I say that? Well, because everybody goes to the potty. I mean, even if you just go ahead and stick in the old portalets, I'm cool with that. But everybody needs to use a bathroom eventually, and even in the Wasteland, we all like to have a nice toilet that is at least semi-functional. So, moving right along. So he's got a bright, shiny nickel. The other guy got a 7. This one over here... Abraham, 606, level 739. Okay, Abraham. He's still got his Halloween decorations out. You can tell that by the little pumpkin thing down there. Means you should have a candy machine making an awful lot of noise over here. Okay, he's where I thought he was. He's at the 2 nodes, which makes sense for anybody that high level, because you might as well collect stuff. Alright. So let's take a look at this place. It's kind of like the Teen Titans Tower, only without the extra side. So would this be the Teen Titans number 1? No sights for the win. No ammo count either, which is kind of bad. There we go, that's better. Alright, so he's got the extractor here for the copper and the steel. He's got his thing positioned properly for that. He's got out his vendor and quite a few items in it. Nothing incredibly overpriced. Well, this is actually not a bad price for this. If you're into railway rifles, it's actually not a bad railway rifle. Okay, so let's take a quick peek here. Got a yellow door. A bit of a workroom with a butt plug bed. A bedroom with a a locked up vending machine that makes ammo. This light, I would put one that hangs closer to the ceiling if it was me, because, you know, people bump their head and it just basically forces them to move around in weird angles. The one up here, they obviously played Nuclear Winter. There's a trophy there. Again, a little bit more work room, kind of haphazard decorations, tree limbs sticking through, and all the way up here you've got another bedroom. Scoreboards are hanging on the walls. Oh man. All right. So this guy's been playing for a long time. He has pennants saying that he played in Nuclear Winter and that he played in the pit before the pit launched. He has quite a few items that show that he's been playing in the different scoreboards. His decoration, he has a lot of decoration and everything looks, you know, kind of cool to a certain extent. However, my only complaint, and this is going to sound stupid, but my only real complaint is that if you have things that you are going to put on glass walls, at least be able to see through them. I am guilty of blocking glass walls on the outside by placing things on the outside that you can't see through, but I have never once put a poster on a glass wall so that you can't use the glass to see out of. In the entire time I have played this game, I have never once done that. My friend Jack is here. I will have to finish this up and say thank you all for coming to see the 51st episode of Dumpster Fires of the Commonwealth. This has been Ren, and that is going to end this. I'm going to give him a 7. I don't like the way it's built, but it's built well, so I can't knock him for that. I've only really given, I would have given them an 8 if they hadn't bothered to stick the things on the damn window so you could actually see out of them. I mean, who does that other than curtains? I mean, who really does that? All right. Have a nice